Hello and welcome to the Signature Cocktail with Kyle Hammond. I am indeed Kyle Hammond, and tonight our signature guest is somebody you probably know, you've met before, you've seen him, you heard him, you love him, Eric Esteban. Hello, Eric.
What's up, Kyle? How you doing, brother?
Good, good. I was like, are you gonna say hi, or are you just gonna dance for me a little?
Yeah, no, I was saying hi. I was like, "What's up, man? How you doing, bro?" I'm always happy to be here and drink a cocktail in the middle of the afternoon in California here for you.
Well, it's nighttime here, but okay. I love time difference, and that's the way we do.
I'm just saying,
Signature Cocktail.
That's part of why I wanted to push it, because you want to start this earlier, and I would have been drinking. I would have been day drinking, and I always feel a little depressed when I do.
I mean, people do it. It's a thing. It's
not that day drinking is bad.
It's just you feel a certain way.
But old fashions are definitely meant more for the evening.
True that.
You know what I mean?
Well, spoiler alert. You're here to teach us how to make an old fashioned. So that's the hot news, hot off the press. It says it right there. We're going to be drinking a old fashioned tonight. But before we get there, you've been on the show before, and we've had this whole conversation about how we first met through not only Straw Dog, but through the Spirits of Chicago and all that fun time.
Also through Haunted L.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's that whole history. But the reason you're here now, you're back on the show, is to talk about you had a big momentous thing go on this last January. Tell us what's up.
Well, I filmed my first full-length comedy special, Miscellaneous Brown, which this is the merch for it, these hats.
Nice.
And I got T-shirts and all that, pins and all that other stuff. For when I go on tour, I have that to sell after the show. Yeah, man, I've been doing stand-up now. I've been not necessarily transitioning from acting to stand-up, but more like incorporating stand-up into the kind of the toolbox. And I've been doing it for about 8 years.
Wow.
And it's funny, like, when I rewatch the special, because I watch it, you know. I mean, it's so cool to watch. And really, my favorite part is when I say, "Thank you very much," and it cuts to written and performed by Eric Esteban. That to me, like, always, it just blows my mind.
It was a cool moment. I will agree.
And then it cuts to executive produced by Eric Esteban and Chase Crawford.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this is it really is like it's a dream come true, but it's also like, you know, I've been working at this for a while.
Yeah.
And it's I said it in the special, it's like it really is like hard work pays off.
Yeah.
And you really just you don't give up and just keep grinding and man, like I said last night on the podcast we were doing, it's the first time in my whole career I've ever had a standing ovation by myself on stage. I've had standing ovations with other people in ensembles, and that's also wonderful.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I love that you got emotional about it, but I also love that you said it's the first time, which is to say, not the last. So let's get more standing ovations for Eric Esteban, Miscellaneous Brown. Let's make it happen. Hey, I'm standing.
Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate
I'm standing right now, and I'm going to give you an ovation.
You are.
You
are, and you're standing. So officially, that's another standing ovation.
There you go.
I'm actually standing as well. I got this standing desk from my sister.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, you know, she just wanted me to not have a hunchback as I got older, which is probably going to.
I mean, it's probably not a bad thing. But in the meantime, we're going to make a drink. Let's do this. I have everything I think I'm supposed to have. So what do we do? How do we do this? Let's go.
I think I have everything I'm supposed to have.
So what do we start with?
So first, the thing you do is you get your cocktail mixer.
Got that.
Your shaker.
Yep.
Put your ice in there.
Put my ice in a mixer.
Then you get your bitters.
This is the one I was trying to get to.
Get your bitters. I'm using Fee Brothers bitters, old-fashioned aromatic bitters. It even has old-fashioned in the name.
Oh.
And I'm just going to splash real quick, just a little. Here, let me show you.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Stop listening to me, Siri. My goodness. Jesus.
Somebody's eavesdropping.
Sorry, I can't help you with that on Apple Watch.
You are eavesdropping on our signature cocktail. So literally just a little bit like, boop, just that much, not even a little droplets.
So you're a light bitters person.
Bitters goes a long way.
See, I'm not.
Are you a bitters person?
Get it in there. Let's go. That's how I do.
Oh well, then hey, if you like that bitters, I'm not a bitters. I know I need it to make it taste exactly the way I want it to taste.
Yeah.
But no, I you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
And then I even with the maple syrup, it's just a little.
Okay.
Just a little.
So you're putting that in the shaker on the ice.
Correct. Because most your traditional old fashions is simple syrup or sugar, and then the bartender will put warm water or whatever else and make like a simple syrup for you to have it. And I don't like simple syrup. I also don't like old processed sugar, so I prefer the maple syrup as the sweetener. And then I had it at a bar once where they put maple syrup in it. It was the first time I had it with maple syrup. And the maple syrup with the whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I can't wait to try it. I haven't tried it.
It really mixes well.
And this syrup is a less syrupy and more juicy, runny. It's less thick.
Oh, that's even better.
Cool. Awesome. Then I'm for it.
I tend to put a little more maple syrup because I like it a little sweeter.
I'm a sweet dude.
But that's my taste. I
definitely have a sweet tooth.
Make to your taste.
All right, I'm going to just do a little, probably, I bet that's about half an ounce. I don't know. Boop, boop. Throw that in there.
Yeah, I did about a half ounce. Well, maybe a little three-quarter ounce.
This is interesting. This is what I'm learning more and more. There are people who are like, has to be about the ratios, it's this, and then some people are like, man, just a
Meh. Nah, I always had to, follow the recipe when I was a bartender working in a restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
So when I bartend at home, I tend to just kind of like wing it, especially with the alcohol pour.
All right. Is that what we're up to now?
Which is what I'm doing next.
See, I've got this right here.
Because you've got your maple syrup and you've got your splash of bitters in here.
Redneck.
And now it's basically how big you want your old fashioned. If you want a double, do like a 3-ounce pour, 4-ounce pour. If you want a single, a 2-ounce pour.
There you go.
But basically, that's it.
That's straight.
Then you stir it up.
Point. Let's go. See, this is what I'm.
It's very easy. It's a very easy drink. That's
while we have this moment, while I'm opening.
Nice end of the evening drinks.
While we have this moment, while I'm opening my
Don't
whiskey.
worry. I'm gonna show you how to make the garnish.
Oh, okay. But I'm gonna just real quick.
Look at that. See, I brought this.
Simple syrup. It's just sugar and water. What's not to like? That's all.
I know. I don't like sugar. I prefer maple syrup to sugar.
That's fine. It's fine.
What?
You be you. You be you.
And the maple, that maple aftertaste also mixes well with the whiskey. I'm telling you.
I can't wait to try it, but I'm just telling you.
You're going to be making your old fashions with maple syrup.
I love simple syrup. It's my jam.
You know what? Simple syrup has its place, but I'm not. But in my old fashions, now that I've tasted the maple syrup and as it mixes with the whiskey, I will never make old fashions with simple syrup again. That's why. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I appreciate
my secret.
You. I appreciate you and your dedication to your pleasure.
That's it. I like the mix and the maple. Maybe I'm a little bit Canadian. Who knows? I might like maple syrup a little bit too much. Who knows?
So now,
Maybe.
Are we put?
And you know who else likes maple syrup? Elf, Buddy the Elf. He drank that shit right quick, like straight.
It's true. It's true. When it hits the lips, when it's so good when it hits the lips. That's him from another one, but yeah. All right, so
I'm saying, but it's true.
It's true. You know? It's true. So where are we putting the whiskey straight into the shaker as well?
Oh yeah.
I haven't gotten that far. All right, I'm doing that
now. Ooh, I smell it. I smell the bitters and the maple mixing up with the whiskey. It smells good.
I'm already smelling it myself. I'm going to do a 3-ounce-ish. That's where I'm landing.
I think I did a 4-ounce. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well,
I still have to grill dinner for my family tonight.
All right. You do
Okay.
what you gotta do.
But then the key is the garnish, which I already did at one.
Oh,
is where
okay.
we just shred. You shred your citrus.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And you just take the skin off.
I gotta find my knife. Here's my knife.
And then I put it in on top of my fancy ice.
Here we go. I'm gonna make this little cut like that.
You got my strainer. Ooh.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I think I got a little more orange than I should have.
Damn, I'm good. Look at that, dripping and right to the rim of the
that's
glass.
Beautiful. I like that.
I can
glass.
still measure a
I
drink,
like that glass
Kyle.
too. All right. Did you shake it or just
Thank
kind of
you.
stir it, or?
Look at that shot, though. That's nice. I stirred it. I stirred it
Okay.
already, but you haven't stirred yours. Stir yours with the ice so it's really cold with the maple syrup and the bitters. And then just pour it over your glass and ice with the citrus in there. And you're golden. Normally I do, like I put in the recipe that I told you, I normally put in these fermented Japanese cherries in there that you buy. They're like super expensive, but they are delicious. They're like fermented in the cherry jam, but it also the cherries taste like they have a little alcohol in them, even when you eat it by themselves. So there's probably a little fermentation going on with the sugars in there, but it is delicious. That's what I normally put in besides the orange peel when I'm feeling really fancy and when I have a chance to go to the store, but I didn't have a chance to go to the store today.
Oh, my question was about the maraschino cherries. Do you put it in the shaker or put it in the glass?
I put it in the glass with the orange peel.
Okay. So.
And then I just poured a drink over top of both.
So did you squeeze the orange peel? Are you like spritzing, or you just dump it in there?
Well, I kind of did. I agitate it, like I twist it a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
So that the
juice,
the skin kind of like.
Got it. All right.
Correct.
So that's going in there. That's in there. And now got my ice in there. I'm gonna put a little. I was saying I've got my maraschino that is like the nuclear version from
Hey man,
Jules.
that's the reason why I ended up buying those expensive maraschino cherries is because of my love for those maraschino cherries.
Yeah, the Jules
so
brand.
don't sleep on those deliciousness, huh?
The Jewel brand.
Hey man, they still are good. I like them.
Yeah.
I like them all.
There
I like
it is.
all maraschino cherries.
Ding, ding.
I like all old preserved cherries are delicious.
I'm gonna go with 2, just cause.
Now I'm mad that I didn't go get those fancy cherries so I could show y'all the jar.
Actually, I'm gonna go 3, cause 3, it's a magic number.
But this is a very. Hey man, you do what you need.
Oh, come on.
But this old fashioned is exactly to my liking.
Did you already taste it? I'm sorry, I'm running behind.
No, don't worry. I'm tasting it only because I feel like the ice is melting.
Yeah, you gotta get
Because
it
it's
while
hot
it's
here in
good.
California still. It's still in the 80s.
Instead of get it while it's hot, you
Yeah,
gotta
exactly.
get it while it's cold.
But it's all good.
Yeah, all right. All right, here we go. It's stirred up.
It's good.
My orange juice is
You're good.
in, or my orange peel is in there. Let's see how I did with. Oh yeah, that looks good.
That's a good pour, man.
Oh, I gotta take a picture of that before I drink it because it looks so good right now. Oh, where'd my phone go?
Oh, that's a great drink. That looks good.
Can't wait to try that one. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, come on. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Cheers, my friend. Let's try
Cheers,
it.
my friend.
Cheers.
Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah. I taste the maple syrup.
You see?
Come on. Come on.
See? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. I told you. So good.
Uh-huh. Now I see why. Yeah. Yeah. I got you.
Now you understand. This is simple syrup is okay, man, for a
Yeah,
sweetener.
it's a sweetener.
If you want, for your
But
coffee.
maples.
But if you're gonna mix some whiskey,
Yeah. Yeah. You are not steering me wrong, Eric Esteban. I appreciate you. Oh.
I told you, man. I told you. I tasted it. I tasted it one time at a bar. I'm mad that I can't remember the name of the bar. But they made this old fashioned, and it was pretty much looked exactly like this. And then I took a sip of it, and what is this deliciousness that you put in here?
Yeah.
And then I read in the description that they put maple syrup instead of simple syrup.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I like
winner.
It. I like that little change. It's different. It's subtle, but it's different.
Mm-hmm.
It's well appreciated. Wow.
Because a man that has a cocktail, a signature cocktail series, you're gonna appreciate the little nuances in the taste of the difference.
Well, and it's funny. You mentioned yes, because the funny thing is, and I think I've told you this before when I've talked to you about, in the 2 years that I've been doing this show, I'm always like, hey, you want to come on my show and make a drink? And everybody's like, sure, great, that's great. I'm like, all right, what drink do you want to make? Old fashioned. I'm like, everybody wants to make an old fashioned. Come on. So for a long time, I purposely said no old fashions because I was like, everybody makes an old fashioned. But once I took the moratorium off of no old fashions off, I started getting some very interesting. They're all a little bit different. They're all the signature cocktail.
Correct, because everybody got a little bit different old fashioned.
Exactly. So
and then you can taste all the differences, and because I've tasted different ones, and I really do prefer my maple syrup, the one with maple syrup, better than one's made with simple syrup. That's just me.
I appreciate it, and I'm
fancy like that.
I'm a big fan. I may have to start leaving this maple syrup bottle right here in my cocktail bar instead of upstairs. So we'll have to try some maple syrup with some other drinks, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, dude. Anytime you need a sweetener, I'll use maple syrup. Sometimes I'll use agave, but agave has a weird aftertaste too, so I don't try not to use it.
Yeah.
But really, the only drink that I make that needs a sweetener is this.
Maybe what we will do is have an old-fashioned like showdown cage match kind of thing where we just put up a bunch of old fashions up against each other. But then we'd have to drink a bunch of old fashions, and I mean, twist my arm, I guess.
Oh no!
Exactly.
As I get older, this is kind of my evening drink of choice.
Yeah, for sure. Me too.
I don't know. Maybe it's just I like to hold a fancy glass, or
right.
It's something you can sip, and it takes a little while to drink it. Or I don't know what it is, but
speaking of,
it is definitely a older man's drink.
Of fancy glasses and older men, we got these glasses when Succession first came out because I was like, I need a glass that I can sit and drink and watch the old rich folk battle it out about being weirdos.
See?
But yeah.
Yeah. What do rich old men all have in their office? Fancy glasses. Yep. And a crystal sifter of something in there. Whatever they
you don't know
their
what
drink
it
of
is,
choice.
But it's in there.
Something. You don't know what it is. Could be some aphrodisiac, fancy millionaire liquor that comes from space. I'm hoping to drink that one day. I want to be that rich.
From space. I can't wait to try liquor from space one of these days. But in the meantime, let's let these people go.
Like whiskey made from moon rocks.
I don't know how they do it, but man, it's good.
I don't know how they do it, man, but they're gonna figure it out.
Nice. All right.
Look, I'm growing weed in my patio. They'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out. We're gonna move forward. Let's let these people go. Have a good weekend. Cheers, Eric. Oh, real quick, where do we find Miscellaneous Brown? Where do we find your special?
You can go to 4x3 on YouTube, 4x3 Comedy. the whole word, type in the whole word 4x3. But really, all you need to do is type in the title of the special, which is Miscellaneous Brown, and it'll come up right away.
Perfect. I love it. All right. Cheers,
Thank
my
you,
friend.
Kyle, for this. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Cheers, my friend.
Have a good weekend, everybody. Yeah. It's good.
And watch Miscellaneous Brown.
I am getting a level, and I'm talking to you. And whenever you're,
Yes,
can
sir.
you talk to me?
I can talk to you whenever you want me to talk to you. Just tell me what you want me to talk about, and I'll talk.
Super. All right. Let's do this. We're going to test this, and we're going to see if it flies, and we're going to make something happen.
Sounds good. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Hello. Oh, I always forget the glasses. I don't want to wear my glasses. Now that I can see you, I'm good. I can see you enough-ish.